my baby behind. Not even a rose for her Valentine. Hope everything will be fine. When I get home, my baby will still be mine. I left my baby behind. Not even a rose for her Valentine. Baby, then I will cry. If I should get home and buck up on Jojo. I left my baby behind. Not even a rose for her Valentine. Hope everything will be fine. And when I get home, my baby will still be mine. I'm gonna try.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, you done St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good morning to you wherever you are on this beautiful Friday morning here on SVG. Good morning to all the folks heading to work this morning. Good morning. Let me say good morning to Roleza. Roleza, good morning.
Morning, Maka, and how are you?
I'm good. It's Friday. Yeah. The weekend.
The weekend, indeed.
No way, everybody just love the weekend.
Yeah. You know what?
There's nobody who don't like the weekend.
Nah,
so.
There are some persons who don't. Let me tell you, some might not, right? You see people who don't have happy homes to go to, and maybe their co-workers or like the friends, school friends. Think about school children who find that sort of comfort around other people. They're the ones who probably not happy about the weekend.
Well, there's somebody who ain't working. That's somebody who ain't working.
No, like
once you're working, you're happy for the weekend.
No, but let's say if you don't have a happy home to go to, right? If your home always filled with confusion and tension or unhappiness, right? But you find comfort amongst your co-workers or even children amongst their school friends or safety of being in school, they might be the ones who are not happy about weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
People who are particularly morning, hello, morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and everyone everywhere, far and wide. Especially people who are living in domestic violence situations, particularly, or, you know, where you have some kind of discomfort in a household or a space. A lot of people don't look forward to the weekends.
Yeah. I am of this thing where you should get your birthdays off. I firmly believe that companies should give people the birthdays off as a whole day. Right? But then I've seen occasions where I'd be like, so why you just don't take the day? I mean, people who have vacation days, I'd be like, why you just don't take the day? And for some persons, they're like, no, they prefer to actually spend their birthdays with their coworkers because they get along with their coworkers, you know? So, yeah. So, I mean, that's why I say sometimes when you come into a work environment, you know, it's good for you to be friendly, approachable in a sense. You don't have to be chummy with everybody, but we just never know what people's home situation is like. And because they have to be with you for at least 8 hours, try to make the working environment a comfortable one because we just never know what people's stories are. Yeah. So yeah.
So Nicole, what's up? How is Carnival heating up?
Well, I stayed away from everything this week. I missed Kings and Queens. I have been working. So I really missed all the things, but I am seeing, I am watching. I am also enjoying. There's an MP from Antigua and Barbuda who has come to Trinidad on a personal exploration to discover the protection of IP and other cultural assets inside of Carnival. And I love that. I love that the region. You see, I'll tell you something. We always think about Trinidad Carnival, St. Lucia Carnival, St. Vincent Carnival. We all share a lot of things inside of the Carnival and arts and performances spaces. And if we do it right and we protect it, it really becomes a regional force to reckon with. And yes, you can identify that one thing belongs to you and that's yours. Well, that's a great thing, like Jab Jab in Grenada, And so once you identify what is that strength inside of your domain, we can make Carnival something that the region is not necessarily only looking towards for creativity, but a long and sustainable income and education experience. So that he is here from Antigua and Barbuda to make that long transition of spending your money, going to party, staying up all night, right down till you lie down, and probably jumping on a plane to resume his work, not to mention probably working while he's remote as well, is really remarkable. And I have been following him, and I just like that. Because, you remove politics, you remove all those things. And what he is doing is actually investing in the development of what he will think of as something important. A lot of artists and creative people don't manage their intellectual property. They don't know. They don't even understand. So I just think it's remarkable. And I am so happy he's here. I want to meet him, actually. So I've been following him. I've been tagging. I've been posting. I've been resharing with Antiguan friends. I've just been feeling really excited about it. And yes, a lot of countries come in, but they send a contingent from their tourism department. This person has taken it as a personal expedition, so to speak.
Okay, what's his name?
He is, oh my gosh, just now, let me tell you his full name. No, because I keep laughing at myself and saying, why I don't remember the man name. It is, oh gosh, hold on. Kelvin. I keep calling him Kevin. So it's Kelvin Shuggy Simon. Kelvin Simon is his name. He's an MP. And he is from the St. Mary's South constituency or region, however it's referred. But I just find him amazing to be doing that. And he going to all the parties. I'm like, he probably have good stuff, right? and then he going, he's visiting like all of the institutions and stuff as well. So in the night you're partying, and then in the day you're going to have your clear thoughts in, because you have to have a clear and sound mind to now engage with the various stakeholders and organizations. He's interviewing the vendors. He's supporting the vendors. I just find that tremendous. And you see that, for me, all of that is what Carnival is for me. I look at all the other fringe benefits outside of just the tourism dialogue, and I look at how it becomes an academic resource so that the region has something else to stand up on. And yes, it aligns to tourism, but it's a different kind of thing. And you find sometimes domestic tourism comes out of Carnival in that a lot of the diaspora people come back home, so they mightn't have to use a hotel or a resort or anything like that. But we still have to look at the various layers, and I'm just fascinated by him.
Okay. Interesting.
And it's Kelvin and not Kevin.
Okay. All right. So let's get into, let me just say something here. Good morning to those who, so Miss Joseph, and good morning to Bob and Bob's captain. All right. So let's get into a topic. So the Minister of Transports and Works and Roads, not quite the full name of the ministry, but y'all know what I mean.
That's our MP.
You're right, our MP for the constituency of South Leeward. He made a statement in Parliament that says no more abuse of government vehicles for personal use. So we're just going to quickly play that video and then have a little discussion.
Me come into the Parliament and talk about it, then I will do that. Because when you do so, you make sure that the culture that existed under the previous administration comes to an end. Madam Speaker, you heard the Honorable Minister of Health talk about transportation in the ministries. And it is little wonder, little secret, why the first part of the ministry is called transport. But you cannot find, or you must not have a situation, Madam Speaker, where you have custodians of government vehicles who abuse the vehicles, who are allowed to take them at home. I know we heard if you have a safe place to carry it home, well, fine. But you must not, even when you're parking those vehicles at a public place like a police station, you can walk with the keys, come back when you want, use it over the weekend to line with your friends. That's abuse. Under this government, it will stop.
All right. What's your thoughts?
Abuse. Not the way the minister speak about it. That's not the only way. I've seen government vehicle park up at parties and so forth, towing vehicle that broke down and all that. That is something that abuse to me as well. Yeah, so I agree with him. Fully agree with him.
Okay. I also too do agree with him. It was something that I always looked at and questioned and wondered why it was allowed to happen. Because in these instances as well, they're not the tanks. Okay, once it's not being used for official work duties, tanks are being refilled and they're being refilled and persons are using them for their own personal reasons, right?
I don't like the idea of persons carrying home vehicles, whether you have a safe parking or not. I don't like the idea of that.
I also don't like the idea, but I would say, let's say it's in an instance where they had to work late and public transportation is no longer available, or somebody to drop them home is no longer available, or if they had to carry persons around on work-related duties, that I can understand, right? But let's quick take this call and then I would finish up my thoughts.
That may be a one-off. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
So basically, as I say, those guys are a bunch of jokers. It's not the first time that you are hearing that. They probably come into school when school already over, so they were gonna come. Dr. Gonsalves spoke about that several times already. But the issue with that is that you have, and Mr. Mel just make reference to if you are working late. In the Ministry of Health, there are several vehicles that are used to take in these Cubans and all the doctors back to their home, their and cars and so on and things. Those guys have to find out first of all before they go and habla off them out. That is not how things are done. So, yes, indeed, and in fact, you might have some bad eggs, as you rightly say, some bad eggs that some they want to abuse it. But by and large, there are justified reasons for some of them to have the vehicle, because how they are going to get back home if that they finish work at care home at after 12 o'clock if they are on call and so on and things. So those guys have to check the facts first, not come and that they want to fight
but Marksman,
come to their own conclusion.
Marksman, morning.
Yes,
right. But you yourself just said that there are instances where it's abused. So don't you think that there should be that cut down of abuse? Those who have the justified reasons, we can understand and we can pardon and we can excuse, right? But in the instances where there is the abuse, don't you think that something should be done about it?
Yes, and the former Prime Minister says that on several occasions. But him coming, the minister is coming and he have his facts. He have his facts. But I want to
but you just agree with it. You said the former Prime Minister agree with it. Now they are coming and they're looking to enforce it. So what's the problem?
Why enforce? He is enforced that, giving the impression that it's all government vehicle should be parked up at 4 o'clock.
Marksman, we have to just give them a chance and see what's happened.
Just give a chance. They go and buy 3D.
Stop it, Marksman. Y'all try using that. Y'all tried using that before elections. You see what happened?
Well, we will continue to use.
But Marksman,
by 3D. But anyway,
Marksman, the former government said it, and after 9 days, everything go back to normal.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I want to say something, and I want to go on record. I am willing to put up my property, and even, let me go to the extreme, and my family, that anybody in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the social media crazies, that anybody could come and tell me anything about St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that this administration knows, that the opposition ain't know anything, specifically Dr. Gonsalve. So I'm saying I am willing to put up my property, my family, that anybody that the NDP knows anything about St. Vincent and the Grenadines that Dr. Gonsalve doesn't know. And anybody could do that. I'm willing to sacrifice my property and my family.
But
That's my contribution.
All right, Max.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, no,
I'm fine with that.
all right. Another occasion. I'm gonna take you upon this, cause all right. All right. So before we head out, I just want to somebody else.
Yeah, let me just play this voice note. This supposed to have a sit.
The man, NDP years ago, used to happen with that, right? That used to happen years ago with NDP when the minister used to, But the man getting that UP, your partner from Kettles, the minister of health, never UP to mention health, UP join what? Check it out and see.
All right. I'm not really keen on people being targeted like that, huh? All right. Right. So just to wrap up this segment, so I'm in agreement with it, where there isn't any justified or any justified reason for it to be curtailed or for it to be put to a stop, right? And this also lends into something that the Minister of Energy, Daniel Cummins, spoke about, in that in many of the ministries or many of the institutions, let's say government is paying rent in, things like the AC units are left on, fans are left on, lights are left on that are not in use. And all of this contributes to the excessive spending of government, right? So where it is that monies can be curtailed, monies can be cut down, there is no abuse, no wastage, etc. It has to be a hand-in-hand approach. And if this new administration is going to come down with a heavy hand on things like this, then I totally understand, and I could totally agree.
One of the things that we're good at is saying things and not follow up.
You just to give them a chance.
You're right. So give them a chance. Right. So give them a chance.
All right. Sorry.
Give them a chance. Let's see what's happening.
Okay.
So hope they follow up.
Okay. All right. So with that, we are heading on out of this segment. Remember that 7:45 we bring to you commentary with Live Compton. But before that, we are heading into traffic talk right now.
Nothing else sounds as good as WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
This is WEFM's Traffic Talk, Monday to Friday, 7:35 a.m. in association with the traffic branch of the Royal St. Vincent